Alan said this is a very bold statement, but I believe deeply that the one habit that I'm going to talk to you about today is responsible for 99% of my success. I don't know if Alan will say the same for him, but I feel very confident in saying that, as hyperbolic as it may seem.
My habit is not responsible for 99% of my success, but it's definitely responsible, this one habit, for 99% of my sanity.
Nice. Next Level Nation today for episode number 2256. The one habit that is responsible for 99% of my success. I have to change the episode number there. Bold statement. Bold claim. I'm not telling you have to practice this habit. I'm not telling you that this will be responsible for any of your success. I was thinking of this the other day in my reflections when I was going back in my Instagram story. I am not the same human unless I get up early every single day. I am not the same human.
That's what you thought was 99% of your success?
That is 99% of my success.
False.
No, I'm telling you. And I can trace it back. I can trace it back.
You got to give me more. Build a bridge here.
First job I ever had. 6 a.m. gas station attendant. I was up at 4:45 every day. Never missed. Never late, never missed. Ever, 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 ever. I mean, when I got sick, I'd call out, obviously, but like never, hey, I'm going to be late. Never. Doesn't happen. That was that job. Second job after that was technically night shift, but I always was up. I just stayed up. I didn't even go to sleep after my shift. I would just stay up to make sure I got whatever I had to get done. That. When I was a personal trainer, we had clients at 6 o'clock. I had to be up at 4 o'clock. One time I went out on a Thursday night and got hammered. And I was supposed to go, on Friday night, and I had a 6 a.m. Saturday client. I slept through my alarm. It was brutal.
Yeah.
I almost got fired. They said
nothing worse than waking up with a hangover early. Oh.
So I showered and then fell back asleep and tried to shower again and leave. And my mom was like, Kev, you're not leaving. Like, you're still hammered. And I was like, no, I'm good. I'm good to go. And then the personal trainer place called me, and they called me into their office, and we said, we think you have a drinking problem. Like, what?
Are you serious?
Yeah, I swear to God. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I did for that one night, but not
That's
over.
really funny.
That place was a shit show. That was a terrible job.
That's actually really funny.
So there's that. Then I was the forklift operator, truck driver. I woke up at 4:45 latest every day for the year and a half I worked there. And there were some days where I'd have to be there at 4 o'clock. So I'd have to get up at like 2:45. That. Then the other job I had, the fire academy on the weekends, I was always up early. The weatherization job I had, we'd have to be in New Jersey for noon. It's a 5-hour ride. It's an hour to the office. I'd have to leave my house at like 3 o'clock in the morning. Mm-hmm. This all came to me through me reflecting on my Instagram story. But also, I went to New Jersey last week for a client. Had to be there at 11:30. Guess what time I got up?
4:30.
3 o'clock.
Oh.
3 o'clock. I was in the car by 3:30 and zoom.
Terrible.
That it's just what it takes. That's just it. That's just what it took for me to do that.
All right. Why does that correlate to 99% of your success?
Because it allows me to adjust. For other people out there, it might be I work until 10 o'clock at night. It just allows me to extend the window of work as long as I need in order to get what I have to get done. So that. And I do stuff that's relatively unsustainable, but it really moves the needle. The client I went to see in New Jersey literally emailed me today and said, hey, can we talk quick? I was on the phone with them before I even finished the email, and they just presented us with a couple new opportunities. I know that's one of the reasons why.
For sure.
When I say I'm going to go and I'm going to be there at a certain time, I'm there at a certain time, and I'm early.
What it is more than anything is reliability.
But it starts with internal reliability.
Yeah.
Because when I say yes,
but not necessarily getting up early.
I'm telling you, when I don't get up early, I feel terrible. Everything is.
Yeah.
I'm way more stressed out. Everything is off. I'm telling you, I'm convinced.
So
of it.
Getting up early, there's a couple things here that's very clear. Let me do scientific success analysis of Kevin Palmieri.
Uh-huh.
You get up early, and you are capable of getting up early reliably. Boom. Number one reason I think that's so powerful is because most people, 99% of people, are not up at 3 a.m.
Understandably so.
So your WhatsApp's not blowing up yet, your email, you get some focus time in before your devices start getting hit with emails and distractions, right? I think that's probably the biggest part.
It's big.
Is you just get focused work done every single morning first thing, right?
No, I go to the gym first thing. So it allows me to actually feel like I have the space. I have like a really nice pocket of time where last night I looked at my WhatsApp at 9 p.m. It's the last time I looked at my WhatsApp. Nobody is really messaging me from 9 a.m. till 7 in the morning.
Agreed.
Even if you're on West Coast time, you're at 6 p.m., people are winding down. So I wake up knowing there's probably not that many fires that I need to put out. I can put in a really good workout. I had a world-class workout, came home, and then I'm in the office, and it's mayhem. But the mayhem is way easier because it's not the first thing I'm facing. I've already gone to the gym. I've already been awake for a couple hours. Like that, I'm telling you.
You get into flow in the gym?
For sure.
Yeah. And I used to work out at night. I've been working out in the morning a lot more now. The post-workout high is very powerful for productivity. Assuming you don't eat a ton, because if I eat a lot, then it's a struggle. But
yeah,
the post-workout high, it can last you a few hours.
I feel like it does. I feel like it does.
All the endorphins and just assuming you actually get into flow.
The hard thing is even if I sleep till like 7, and again, this could be like an issue. I'm not saying this is productive necessarily. It's led to productive habits and stuff. I'm not saying I'm not saying I'm physiologically and mentally not working through some shit, because I don't know. It's like a sickness. I have to get up early. I get up earlier on the weekends than I do during the weekdays. And I don't, like, I'm going golfing Sunday at 10. I'll probably be up at 4 so I can go to the gym because I want to go to the gym, which means I'll probably be in bed early Saturday night. I don't know. I feel like that's my
superpower.
I don't want to sleep in. I don't like sleeping in. I feel like shit when I sleep in. I feel like I'm behind. I feel sluggish. I feel less motivated. I feel way less capable of handling uncertainty.
Yeah. What are the pros? So the pros are you get more focus in the morning. You get the post-workout high. You get the learning on the way to and from the gym.
Yeah.
You get the certainty of checking things first thing to make sure nothing's burning down.
I don't check before I go to the gym.
Oh, okay.
Never.
Give me all the pros. List them all out.
All of those. I don't want to repeat them.
Yeah.
I feel really good about me. I let when I say I'm going to get up I had a conversation with myself yesterday because I slept until 7. And I was like, I feel like shit about me because I said I was going to get up at 6. If I went to bed and before I went to bed just said, I'm going to get up at 7, that would be a different conversation. Because 7 is still pretty early. It's not 6 a.m. early, but it's pretty early. So I feel really good about myself. I'm able to get a ton done on the weekends while actually being able to do other things. That might be the biggest benefit.
The other piece of it too is no one else is necessarily up, and Taryn doesn't get up early necessarily or as early as you. So you have time with no distractions at the home too.
Yeah, that's a piece of it.
I get a lot done sometimes when Emilia sleeps later than me, for sure.
It's helpful.
Yeah.
It's helpful.
The other piece of this too is you keep the promise to yourself every day. So you start every day with keeping a promise to yourself or breaking a promise to yourself, depending on whether or not you actually get up.
But on the weekends, it's super, like, this weekend, what did I do this weekend? I don't remember what it was, but like, if I know, I'm trying to put in a solid 8 on Saturday.
Nice.
I'm trying to put in a solid 8. So by design, I get up earlier and I don't go to the gym, so I can be in the office for 8 hours. I'll get up at 4 and work till noon. Awesome. It helps me. On Sunday, I get up super early so I can make sure everything's good, and I don't know, I just feel like it allows me to take care of everything that needs to get taken care of.
So that you can actually release yourself.
So I don't have as much guilt.
From the pressure, yeah.
Like if I slept until 9 and then worked until noon, I'm going to feel like shit. You're grinding away on Saturday. I know that.
Always.
So I want to make sure that I can feel good about my R&R.
There's a famous quote of early to bed, early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise.
Who said that? Jeff Lazaros?
Benny Franks.
Benny Franks. He's got some bangers, that guy.
He does.
Was he a terrible person?
Not to my awareness.
No.
Not to my awareness.
I'll assume he was. Just to be safe. Sorry,
Not
Benny.
to my awareness. The only con I see to this is if you don't go to bed early, you're not getting deep in REM sleep, which is, Emilia got a 4.7 yesterday.
It's world class.
4.7 hours of deep in REM sleep, highest I've ever seen from anyone. And a lot of my clients are doing the DEM score, deep sleep and REM score now. I got a 3.9. I
need an adjustment to my system when we...
Yeah.
It's just a mad dash. But when I look back, dude, during COVID, I was just crushing it.
Mm-hmm. Because you're 100% lately, I've noticed. You got a lot of 100% in a row right now on your tracker.
What? That's lies. If so, it's just because I'm dragging and dropping. Very honestly, I'm not even tracking. I'm not even looking.
What?
It's fucking mayhem right now.
Wait. Is it not reflecting the truth?
Definitely not.
Kev.
There shouldn't be. There's no way there's hundreds on there.
Is there not?
I don't think so.
Maybe I was thinking of someone else. Hold on.
Probably. If so, it's completely accidental and a giant oversight. I think it's probably going to be like 83, 87%.
No. Okay, so what you are missing is that I just updated it. Your formula was off.
That sounds about right.
Your formula was at 83, but that's because we were dividing by 12 instead of 10. You have 10 habits now. Remember we made it simpler? You only have 10 habits.
I don't even know if I've looked at it since, man, honestly.
So, okay, it's been a week. So on 11/12/2025, you had all 10 of your habits completed. So that's probably why that just happened.
Yeah.
So if you look at your tracker right now, the last time you tracked a full day was the 12th, which it is the 18th. So you're 6 days behind.
That's what I'm saying is like this is lies.
All good. It's not lies though, because it is 100% when you divide by 10 from the 12th. But yeah, it's lies in terms of the last 6 days.
In the last 6 days for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, and by the way, if anyone wants a tracker, Peak Performance Tracking System of Success guarantees you mathematical success.
We get the app running in 2026. We get the app up and running again.
For sure.
It's time.
I agree. Cool. I concur.
Cool.
So this episode is about the one habit that we think, and this is the question I always ask, is what's the one thing that I can change today that will solve 1,000 future problems? And Kev said in the last episode he wanted to come up with something that he's never talked about before and or a habit that we don't talk about enough that has actually made the biggest difference. Now, by the way, I do think there's pros and cons to every habit. I think that needs to be made clear.
For sure.
And habits need to be completely customized to your goals and your lifestyle. If you work the night shift, you have to have different habits than what Kevin's talking about, right?
Yes. And one of the partner habits to getting up early is going to bed early.
Yeah.
That's the other piece of it.
Yeah. Exactly. And then if you go to bed late, you get up late, the whole thing gets messed up very quickly. The habit that I came up with from what you said in the last episode, for me, is a meta habit. A meta habit is a habit that I think of a habit as something you do consistently. I like to think of a habit as something you do daily. This is something I am always doing, even though I'm not checking any boxes. Like I don't have this written on my habit tracker, right? On my habit tracker, I have 60 minutes of exercise every single day. I check that off every single day. That's a habit. My meta habit that allows me to do things like that, Emilia and I have exercised every day for, hold on, I'm going to pull it up. We started with 30 minutes. We bumped to 35, to 40, to 45. Now we're at 60 minutes. My other computer is on Wi-Fi, not hardwired. It is taking way too long to load.
Classic.
One second. Exercise streak, 1,357 days. As of today, it's 1,358. So for 1,358 days straight, Emilia and I have exercised every single day for at least 30 minutes. Now it's 60 minutes. The reason I'm saying that is because the only reason we're able to do that consistently and actually not miss is because of this meta habit I'm about to share. And I told Kev, I don't know how I'm going to explain this because I don't know if I've ever explained it before, but I am constantly 24/7, 365, 16 hours a day because I'm only awake for 16. I am always, always, always thinking about how can I make this simpler? 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 That's one of the dominant questions that I'm always asking myself, to the point where my gym bag is in the Tesla in a specific spot that has one extra pair of contact lenses in case one falls out in the gym. It has my wallet and my key fob for the gym. Everything is by design. And I think that environmental design, when we travel, it is so much harder to be successful for me because, so for example, we were in Asheville, North Carolina, and we stayed at the Hilton. We have specific hotel rooms now that we pick. And the reason why is because the way they're set up. So my office right now has everything set up in a very, very specific way to where I can function and operate. I have my flosser and my toothbrush in a very specific spot with one specific toothpaste. I have my hairspray in a specific spot. Like, everything is by design. And I don't know how to explain that any better other than I'm talking where the remote is placed. We have blue light glasses that we wear before bed. Everything, and I mean everything, is in a very specific spot. We have a system and an SOP for everything. I usually playfully joke that Emilia and I run this household. We call it the estate. We run this household like an Amazon fulfillment center, down to the millisecond. You ever seen the movie The Founder?
Yes. You forced me to watch it for homework.
I didn't force you to do anything.
You requested I watch it for homework.
Yeah. Do you remember when they were counting on a stopwatch how long it takes for the burger to get from the grill to the bun to the ketchup to the pickle, right? Mm-hmm. That's how Emilia and I are with our house design, to the millisecond. And not a lot of people want to live that way. I get it. And that's why in the gym we seem like unfriendly. There are sometimes people I'll see in the gym that I know from back in the day. And I try to give them the energy of like, and on YouTube I'm pointing at my watch. Like my Apple Watch and my Oura Ring and my North Star chain, all of these things have a very specific spot. I wear the same shirt with different colors. You'll notice these colored shirts. Same shirt, different colors throughout the week. I have specific pair of shoes that I wear. I have one specific flats. Everything is by design. And I try to make everything as simple as humanly possible because life is so goddamn chaotic and so dramatic and so traumatic and so complex. The 21st century is so complex. I don't want 4 different cameras. I don't want 4 phones. I don't want 10 notebooks. I don't want 6 computers. I want 1 fucking phone, and I want 1 journal, and I want 1 computer, and I want 1 for downstairs, 1 for upstairs. 1 is in the car right now. So everywhere I go, I am fully operational. And so I have 1 Zen book in the car, in a case, specifically with a mouse, with the charger. I have 1 laptop downstairs, non-work laptop set up specifically. I have 2 computers in here with 2 monitors. But I think that the design piece is the reason Amazon can do 1-day shipping is because I've been in these facilities. I used to work in industrial automation. I've been to Ben & Jerry's. I've been to Frito-Lay. I've seen these facilities, and it's unbelievable how they have everything by design down to the millisecond, and they're still getting better and they're still getting faster. And trust me, I would go in there and it's like you could improve your processes so much with these little tweaks. And I wondered back then, it's called 6 Sigma, 3 defects per million transactions. And I remember thinking, why do you apply this to the manufacturing facility, but not to your own goddamn household?
Because it's intense, baby. Awesome. I want to fuck off a little bit. Personally. But I also understand there's a lot of people that don't want to get up early, right? So to each their own, and there's a reason behind what you do and there's a reason behind what you don't do. And at least for me, when I saw the benefits of it, it's like I can't ever go back. I could win the lottery tomorrow. I could win $1 billion tomorrow and people could be like, okay, you could do whatever you want. one, I would continue doing this. This wouldn't change. I would get up early. I have no aspirations of like sleeping till 8. Can't imagine a world where that happens.
And I would still simplify everything forever.
Well,
I'm trying to simplify. So far, one last thing. We have a remote for the Fire TV and a remote for the projector. We have a 115-inch movie theater. I will not ever use more than one remote. Never. I need one remote.
You gotta get a universal.
I don't want it to have to decide. It's called decision fatigue. If you're making decisions all the time, you destroy your willpower. There's a whole other episode on that.
Cool. All right. Alan has coaching slots available if you are looking to really, really, really design your life and design your environment to get to the next level. So we'll have his link in the show notes for a free 30-minute session. If you've never done it before, take advantage of it. If you have done it before, you got to pay to play. I'm sorry. And Next Level Nation, private Facebook group of amazing humans who want to get to the next level. We'll have the link in the show notes for that as well. As always, we love you. We appreciate you. Grateful for each and every one of you. And if you are as committed as you say you are to getting to the next level, make sure you tune in tomorrow because we will be here every single day to help you get there.
Keep reaching for your full potential. Next Level Nation.